Hello students, welcome back to Mental Ability series, class 10th. Today in this chapter we are starting with the very new chapter, that is sitting arrangement, right? In this chapter we are going to deal with number of questions, that is 13. In this chapter we are going to deal with a question in which the sitting arrangement of few people or an object will be shown to you and you have to arrange them in a proper order. As soon as you are able to arrange them, you are supposed to answer the questions which are asked, right, on the basis of this arrangement, right? This arrangement can be in a straight line. These arrangements can be on a table, either it is a square table or a circular table. So we have to read the instructions carefully. As soon as we are able to read the instruction carefully, we are able to answer the questions correctly, right? So in this chapter I'll start explaining concept with the help of different questions. So directly starting with the first directions, which is for first 5 questions. Here you can see the direction for first 5 questions, right? So you can see that the direction says that read the following information carefully and answer the question given below. Now, as I mentioned, you have to read the instructions very carefully. So the first instruction says that 8 persons, that are E, F, G, H, I, J and K, L, right? So you are supposed to mark these things, right? So we can see that total of 8 persons, right, are seated on a square table. Again, a point to note is they are seated around a square table. Two on the each side, right? Two on the each side. So from point 1, we get the information that there are total of 8 persons, right? There are total of 8 persons on a square table and 2 on the each side, right? So you can see that they are seated in this particular manner. I hope this part is clear. Now we'll move to the second point. There are 3 lady member and they are not seated next to each other. So you can see that out of 8, 3 are female and 5 are male. This is the information that you get from point number 2. Now we'll move to the next point. The point says that J is between L and F. It means L and F, and in between we have J. I hope this part is also clear. So these are the constraints that are given, right? You have to follow all these things while answering to the questions. And first you will arrange all 8 persons in a correct sequence of their sitting, right? So the fourth point says that point number 2 clear, point number 3 is clear. Now point number 4. Point number 4 says that G is between I and F. So G is between I and F. I hope this part is also clear, right? We know that now we have two constraints of F. In between F and L we have J. In between F and I we have G, right? Now we'll read the further instructions. So point number 5 says that H, a lady member. Now we know that H is a female. I hope this part is clear. Is second left to J. This again a point to note, right? He is or she is second left to J. A point to note. I hope fifth point is also clear. Now point number 6. L is a male member. We know that L is a male member. Is seated opposite to E. So wherever L is there, in the opposite of the same we have E, a lady member. So this is going to be a female. Now we are clear with the gender of 3 different people. Out of 3 female, we know E and H are female, right? There is a lady member between F and I, right? So there is another lady member between F and I. So if we consider it F and I, there in between a female will be there, right? So you have read all the constraints. Total of 8 points are here. You can go through the points again, right? You can see that we have constraint for F and I, and in the last also we know there is a lady member between F and I. So from point number 4, that is this point, and from point number 8, point number 7, we can figure out that G is also a lady member, right? So G is also a female. I hope this part is clear. Now we are aware of all three females. So students, after reading all the instructions here, we came across this diagram where every condition is satisfied, that J and L are opposite to each other, right? In between F and L we have J. In between F and I we have G. Similarly, we don't have any females seated together, and all 8 are arranged together. You can see in this diagram. Now I hope this diagram is clear. You are able to make this diagram when you are clear with all the instructions given. I hope this part is also clear, right? As soon as you are aware of all the instructions, you are able to make this diagram. Now I'll straight away jump to the question part, right? In which you will read the question and check with the help of diagram and answer it. So your first question says that who among the following is seated between E and H? Now check here. Here is E. Here is H. Who is in between E and H? That is K. So you can mark. You can see K is not given. So D will be your answer. That is none of above. I hope this part is clear. Now, how many persons are seated between K and F? Now check again. Between K, that is here, and F, how many persons are there in between K and F? 3. If we check from this direction, we have 3 persons, right? And if we check from this direction, again we have 3 persons, right? So in total, the answer will be 3. I hope this part is also clear. For the first question, we know answer is none of these. And for the second question, the number of persons seated in between K and F is 3. I hope you are able to answer both questions. Now, we'll move to the next question and see what it is asking. So, question says that who among the following are the 3 lady members? So, you all know that we have already determined all 3 ladies. I hope you are aware of this as well, right? So, you know all 3 ladies now? That I'll help you here only, right? We know G is a female. We know H is a female, right? Also E. So H, E and G, these are the female, right? Which one? H, E and G. So option B will be your answer. I hope you will be okay with all 3 questions now. Now we are straight away moving to the next question. Question number 4. So what question number 4 is saying? Who among the following is to the immediate left of F? Now we need to figure out who is immediate to the left of F. This will figure out with the help of a diagram, right? Here you can see F is seated on the west side, and who is immediate left to the F? That is G, right? So as soon as either G or either J, when F is facing in this direction, so his left will be in this direction. So J will be the answer for question number 4. So J will be the answer. I hope this part is also clear. We know that F is seated here in the square and J is seated just immediate and G is seated here, right? So as per the diagram, we know that F is facing inward, right? And when he is facing inward, his left will be in this direction and right will be in this direction. So the immediate left to F will be J. I hope this part is also clear. Now we'll move to the last question of this particular direction, right? So the last question says which, just correct the spelling here, right? Which of the following is true about J? So J is a male member, okay? J is a female member. The sex of J cannot be determined. The position of J cannot be determined. But we all know that we have already defined the position of each and every person in the table, right? We all know who all are female. So here we know who all are female. E, H and G, right? Who all are female? E, H and G. So A is a male for sure, right? Because we are aware of all three females, so gender clarification is there. So this option will not be the answer. Position of all 8 persons is already defined. This will not be your answer. J is not a female because you are already aware of all three female. Eventually your answer become J is a male, right? Here you can see each and everything. I'll repeat once again for you, right? On the basis of the given information, we have arrived at the following sitting plan or the sitting plan. Just correct it, right? It is sitting. SITTING, right? Just make this correction. Sitting plan that does not violate any of the given condition, and on the basis of the figure that we have seen in the previous slide, all questions can be answered. As of now, we have answered all 5 questions. I'm just revising answers for you. In the first question, K is seated in between E and H. That is option number D. We have already marked it, right? In question number 2, 3 persons, that is H, L, J are seated in between K and F. Here you see 2 different cases. You can pick either of them because they are asking the number of persons seated, right? The third part is, the third question is B. Answer is B. The answer is there are 3 ladies that are E, H and G. This we have already figured out while reading the instructions. That is why I said reading all the instructions carefully is important while answering all the questions, right? Now we'll move to the next question. That is question number 4. J is not immediate. J is to the immediate left of F, that we have already discussed with the help of diagram. And the last question, that is question number 5, we have A. Clarifies that J is a male member because we know all 3 female, that is E, H and G. So remaining 5 are male. So definitely J is also a male. I hope all 5 questions are clear. Why I'm taking too much time for the first 5 questions? Because as soon as you understand the process, you are able to solve the question quicker, right? So the process is to read the given instructions carefully and then make a diagram on the basis of the instruction and arrange the person in a particular order that is asked in the question, right? Now start answering the all questions with the help of diagram that you have made. So as soon as you are able to make the correct diagram, you are able to answer all question correctly. And if you made any mistake over there, then you are not able to answer question correctly, right? So taking care all these points in mind, we'll move to the next set of questions, that are question number 6 to 10. Here we are going to deal with a different kind of instructions. So for that, read the direction first, that says read the following information carefully and answer the question given below it. In a car exhibition, now no person is there, it is a car exhibition. So here we are supposed to arrange car in a particular order. So total of 7 car. So mark this number 7. So here we are going to discuss with 7 cars. Initially we are discussing with 8 people, right? So 7 car of 7 different brands. Okay. The first brand is Cadillac. Then second is Ambassador. The third is Fiat. The fourth is Maruti. Then fifth is Mercedes. Then sixth is Bedford. And the seventh one is Farrago. Now you are aware of all 7 brands were displayed in a row. Now they are not seated in a circular or not placed in a circular or a rectangular manner. Now they are placed in a straight line in a row, right? In this manner. Now if I say the first car is here and the last car is here, so all 5 are in between them only. So we are going to have a figure like this. Now we need to find which car is placed at which position. right? No, for that we need to read all the instructions given, right? So read the instruction part carefully. So our first instruction said that is Cadillac was immediate right to Farrago, right? If I say they one more thing, they are facing towards east, so we are going to have a diagram like this where all cars are facing in this direction. If I said that first, as per the first instruction, that Cadillac was immediate right to Farrago. If I write Farrago with F, so Cadillac is just immediate right to it, and they are facing in this direction, their right will be downward. So the second car will be Cadillac. I hope this first point is clear. I hope this first instruction is clear. Now read the second part. That Farrago was fourth right to fight. If I said, if I mark this thing in the second part, if I write it as fate, right? So fourth right to fate. That is first, second, third, and the fourth. The fourth right will be Farrago, right? And immediate right to Farrago is Cadillac. I hope this part is clear. Now with the help of second instruction, we are able to reach out to this conclusion, right? Now Maruti was in between Ambassador and Bedford, right? So let's say here we have Maruti, on the one side we have Bedford, and on the second side we have Ambassador. I hope there is no problem in this. So with the help of third instruction, we are able to reach out to this conclusion. Now only one car is left, Fate, which was third to the left of Ambassador. Okay, here we have Ambassador, and on the third left we have Fate. So this situation is also satisfied. Was at one extreme end, it is already at the top, it is already at the leftmost side, right? This condition is also satisfied. I hope this all four conditions satisfied, and we are able to arrange 6 different cars in the correct order. I hope this part is clear. Now we'll move to the next instruction. So one more thing, in total we have how many car? 4 cars. So the remaining car will be taking place at the 7th position, right? At the last part, right? Now we'll move to the set of questions. Before that, I would like to show you the diagram, right? So this is thing. From the first diagram, we are able to figure out that Farrago is immediate left to Cadillac, or Cadillac is immediate right to Farrago. This is first part, right? According to the second equation, we know that flat is, or we can say Farrago is fourth right to flat, right? And we are able to form this. And from third, we are able to get this. And the 7th one that I am talking about is Mercedes. That is logically will be here itself, because all 6 positions are already filled. So you are able to form all these diagram, right? We'll come to all these diagram and answer our questions, right? So here the first question says that which of the following was the correct position for Mercedes? We know that Mercedes is at the 7th position, right? So we can say Mercedes is at the 7th position, which is the last one. So Mercedes cannot be placed in between any one of them. So option C will not be your answer, right? Now, fourth right to Maruti, that we have to check. To immediate left of Bedford, that we have to check. To immediate right of Farrago, that also we have to check, right? So these things can be checked with the help of diagram, okay? So here is Mercedes. Actually, Mercedes is immediate right to Cadillac. Immediate right to Cadillac. And it is, here is Maruti. So fourth right to Maruti is Ambassador, Farrago, Cadillac and Mercedes. So Mercedes is either fourth left to Maruti or immediate left to Cadillac, right? So for that, we'll move to the 6th question again and can see fourth right to Maruti, okay, and immediate right to Cadillac. Only one option is there, that is option number D, that is fourth right to Maruti. I hope you are able to find this question, answer to this question, right? Now, as soon as you move to the next question, you are supposed to answer something different. That is, which of the following is definitely true? Now, you have 4 set of instructions. You have to check which instruction is written correctly as per the diagram that you have made, right? Eighth question, what eighth question says now? Which car are neighbor of Cadillac? Which car are neighbor of Cadillac? We know Mercedes is there, right? Along with Mercedes, which car is there? Now we need to check this, right? Along with Cadillac, we have Mercedes and Farrago, right? So for that, we need to check Mercedes is there along with Farrago. So option D will be your answer, because we know on the right side of Cadillac we have Mercedes and on the left side we have Farrago. So definitely they are neighbors of Cadillac. I hope this question goes well, right? Now question number 9. What question number 9 says? That which of the following is definitely true? Again, in this question we have 4 different statements, that is A, B, C and D, and you have to check which of the following statement is correct. For that you have to read the instruction, read all the statements. I'll read it once for you, right? The way we did in the 7th part, right? 7th question. That is, Maruti is to the immediate left of Ambassador. We have to check. Bedford is to the immediate left of Fate. We have to check. Bedford is set at one end. I think this part is wrong, right? Because at the one end we have Fate and the other end we have Mercedes. So this particular statement is wrong. Fate is second right to Maruti. Again, this statement is wrong. We have to check this, right? So as soon as we'll see the diagram, we are able to find, right? The first statement say this statement is wrong. This statement is wrong. Now we'll check the first statement. Maruti is immediate left to Ambassador. We have to check from the diagram that Maruti is immediate left to Ambassador. I hope this statement is clear. So we can write Maruti is immediate left to Ambassador. Now our option number 9 is, question number 9, answer number A is correct. I hope you'll get the answer. As soon as you're able to make the diagram correctly, there is no problem while answering all questions based on that particular diagram, right? Now we'll read the last question based on this diagram. That is, which of the following group of car is to the right of Ambassador, right? Now we'll go to the diagram, we'll mark Ambassador and we can check 3 cars are there on the right, right? That is Farrago, Cadillac and Mercedes. Now we need Farrago, Cadillac and Mercedes. So option number 1 is wrong. Farrago, Cadillac and Mercedes. Option number 3 is correct, right? We are having all 3 cars. So I hope you find all 10 questions good, right? As soon as you are able to make diagram correctly, in case of both the questions that we have did, that is first 5 questions and the second 5 questions, we have set of instructions, different set of instructions for both 5 question each. So as soon as you are able to understand the instruction, make sure to make a correct and neat and clean diagram for the same. After making diagram, here you can see we have made already diagram, and as soon as you are able to make the diagram, you are able to answer the given question correctly, right? Here I will revise all answers for you again, right? So question number 6 clarifies that Maruti is the third place to Mercedes. Mercedes is 7th and Mercedes is 4th right to Maruti. First clarifies that Maruti is at 3rd place, Mercedes is at 7th place. So it means Mercedes is 4th right to Maruti. I hope this part is clear. Now 7th question, clearly Cadillac, right? Cadillac is in the 6th place. The place of Cadillac is 6th, we know that. To the immediate left of Mercedes, right? Mercedes is at 7th, which is at 7th place, right from the top. So this part is also clear. Now similarly, eighth question, on the side of Cadillac are the Farrago and Mercedes, right? On sides, right? Because we have asked to find the neighbors, right? We know that Cadillac, Mercedes and Farrago. This is the sequence, right? We know that. Okay. Question number 9 says that Maruti is in the third place from top. We know this. And is immediate left to Ambassador. We know this also, which is in fourth place. I hope you get this because you know the diagram very well now, right? Now the last question, question number 10 says that to the right of Ambassador are Farrago, Cadillac and Mercedes. We know that we have Ambassador. On the right side we have three cars, that is Farrago, Cadillac and Mercedes. So this is our answer for question number 10. I hope you find all 10 questions well, right? Now we are going to move with different set of questions for which the direction is given here. Now the direction says first is answer the question based on the following information. So in the first direction we are dealing with 8 persons. In the second direction, we are dealing with 7 cars. Now, in the third direction, for question number 11 and 12, we are going to deal with 6 men. How many men? 6 men. They are marked as R, S, T, U, V and W. I hope you are very well aware of who all are these alphabets. These 6 alphabets are 6 different men. Right? The gender is already clear. The number of men is also clear, right? Set around a circular table. So, mark it as well. You know that. In the first part, we are dealing with a square table. In the second part, we are dealing with a straight line facing towards east. In the third part, we are going to deal with a circular table. It is going to be an easy part now for you because you have already dealt with the similar kind of question earlier. Now they are playing cards, right? It was noticed that now instruction is here. Now no 2 men that initially letter whose name are adjacent in the alphabetical order, right? Are set next to each other. Now this is first set of instruction. It means R and S cannot sit together, right? T and U cannot sit together. ST cannot sit together, right? UV cannot sit together. VW cannot sit together. In the similar manner, whatever adjacent alphabet are there, they can't sit together. This is our take from the first instruction. The second instruction says that U was opposite of R. So I consider this as a square table over which 6 members are sitting. Like if I set this, so we know that U and R are opposite to each other, right? And we know that if U is here, so T and V cannot be here and T and V cannot be here as well, right? Similarly, if R is there, S cannot be placed here, S cannot be placed here as well, right? So this is the takeaway from the point, right? V was not to the immediate right of R. If R is here, right? So R's immediate right is this position, right? And V was not immediate right to the R. So we can place V here, right? If R is here, U is here, we can place V here. In the similar manner, we can answer all questions, right? We know that T cannot be placed in either of the positions, so T will be placed here, right? No, we know that STU, so S will be placed here, because if we place S here, so what we will get? We will eventually get STU. So S is having direct alternate to T, right? In this manner, we are able to form the diagram, right? First, we will read the question, how we are supposed to proceed, right? Who set immediate left to R? Okay, we need to find this. Option A is this, B is this, C and D, right? 4 options are given, right? Again, Immediate left to R is asked in the question, right? Who's set to the immediate right of R? First the question is immediate left to R. Now the question is immediate right to R. So we'll form the diagram step by step. The first step is U and R are opposite to each other. I hope this part is clear. Now here in step 2 we know that V and S cannot be placed here, right? We know this. Or W and T also, they cannot be placed here, right? So W and T cannot be placed here in step 3, not even or here, right? So with the help of fourth we are able to understand that W can be placed here. It cannot be placed here and here, so it means it will be placed either here or here, right? So eventually if we place W in this direction, T in this direction, right, V is in this direction because V cannot be placed here, eventually left with S which is in this direction, we are able to form the complete diagram. So now the immediate right to R is T and immediate left to R is V. So immediate right to R is T and immediate left to R will be V. So option C here, that is V, and option number which, who is immediate right to R, that is T. So option number B will be your answer. I hope you are able to understand both the questions properly. Here what we are doing, again following the same procedure, that is read the direction and clarify whom we are talking about. Then read the instruction and able to understand how we are supposed to make the arrangements, right? As soon as you are able to understand it, make a small diagram of it which indicates the sitting position of everyone. As soon as you are able to form the diagram, use this diagram to answer the given questions. This is the basic procedure that you have to follow throughout this chapter, right? Now we are moving to the last question of this chapter, that is your question number 13, right? Now read this question carefully, right? All the direction and instruction is given in question itself, right? So I'll read it for you once. In the Olympic Games, you know Olympic Games, which is a game held after 4 years, went for around 16 days, right? So we know the rings, like the Olympic game having a flag like this, right? I'll make it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These kind of thing. This is a similar kind of thing. This is an Olympic flag, right? I hope you are aware of this. You are a 10th class student, you definitely know all these things. So 6 flags of 6 nations were hosted. So now note the number. Flag of 6 nations were hosted in the following way, that the flag of America was left to Indian tricolor. So let's say if I make here, that is India, Indian flag, right? So the American flag was left to Indian flag. If I write it here, right? America is left to India, right? And to the right of France. To the right of France means American flag is now right to France. Here it is left, for France it is right. Right? The flag of Australia was on the right of Indian flag. Okay, here it is Indian flag. So we'll mark on the right side, that is Australia. Now as soon as you read the instruction, you can draw this as well, as I'm doing right now, right? Is the right of Indian flag but to the left of Japan flag. So this will be Japan flag, right? Because for Japan, Australia is on the left side. For India, Australia is on the right side. That okay? Now, which was the left flag of China? We know that. Which was to the left of China. Okay, they are talking about Japan itself now. Japan's flag is to the left of China. So China will be here. To the left we have Japan, right? So I think we have arranged all 6, right? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We know that in between we are left with India and Australia. On the ends we have France and China, and on the before ends we have America and Japan, right? Now the what question says, read it carefully, mark their numbers, right? Either on the ends. On the left hand side, what we have? France. On the right hand side, we have China. As they are 6 in number, in middle we have India and Australia. Right? Now read the question. What question says that? Find out the two flags which are in the center. We have already marked this thing. That is India and Australia. Right? Check here. That is India and America. No. Japan and Australia. No. America and Australia. No. It is India and Australia. So D is answer, right? I hope you got this question as well. Here we are having only one question based on this particular instruction, right? So it is clear that the correct sequence is France, America, India, Australia, Japan and China. So the two flags in the center are India and Australia. I hope this part is clear to you, right? I hope I'm able to explain you everything clearly. Initially, we are dealing with questions in set of 5 from 1 to 5 first set, from 5 to 10 second set. Then we are dealing with 11 and 12 third set and question number 13, right? For this, we have different instructions. For this we have different instructions, right? For this we have different instructions, and question number 13 is a language based question. So again, in every question what we are doing, first I'm explaining here the procedure, right? First we are doing reading. Second, what we are doing? We are doing instruction reading. Reading instruction, then diagram, then read questions, right? And the final one is answers, right? This is the basic thing that you are supposed to follow, right? This is the basic procedure that you are supposed to follow. So with this, I would like to end this chapter, that is sitting arrangement. Anybody is facing any doubt with this chapter can re-watch the video again and again, right? I have explained the concept very well with the help of example, right? Total 13 question we have did in this particular chapter. So anyone facing any problem can go through the video again, and when it comes to the practice part, you all can refer to the practice exercise or the practice set of the same chapter through website. Thank you students. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you next time as well. Bye-bye.